Hey guys, Zexo here. First video in a while. I've had a lot of friends messaging me and calling me about having issues with RAM, and a lot of times I think it's like, oh, my RAM's bad. Oh, I think I destroyed my RAM. When really it's just small, simple things that they overlooked or did wrong. So let me go over here real quick. For starters, right? Here we are. You know, this is for people who usually have more than 2 or 1 RAM sticks. So for starters, right, you have your 4 RAM sticks, okay? And first you want to make sure they're all pushed in all the way. You want to make sure you hear the click. You'll hear the click on both sides, not just one. Both sides will hear a click, all right? And you'll know it's all the way in when you hear this click, okay? And if your PC still doesn't work after that, right? You turn it on, not working. You take out 2 RAM sticks, turn it back on, then it works. Take out 1 RAM stick, put it back on, and it works. But it won't turn on at all 4. So, what a lot of times I've noticed the issue is that people are over tightening their CPU cooler bolts. Okay, so people are over tightening these, and it's causing an issue in the board to where it won't read the other 2 RAM or DIMM sticks. Okay. So what you can do is unplug everything in your computer, all right? Make sure all the power is off. You're going to want to make sure like everything powers off and power supply is out before you even start messing with RAM in the first place, okay? You're going to take out the power supply, turn everything off, make sure there's no power on the computer or on the board, all right? Then what you're going to do is loosen these a little bit, just a little bit, all right? And then put your power supply cord back in, flip the power switch on, and see if it boots up with all 4 RAM sticks in. If it boots up with all 4 RAM sticks in, the issue was your cooler was too tight. This seemed to be the problem most of the time with my buddies, okay? If that's not the problem, then what also could be the problem is that you tighten down a screw on your motherboard too tight. Anything too tight on your motherboard can cause an issue with RAM not being readable and stuff like that, because they're just so close to the RAM sticks, right? And it causes an issue with the board. So try loosening a couple of the screws by the RAM. If loosening a screw around the RAM ends up working, I recommend, because you have a bunch of screws connecting your board to your case, you should, okay? I recommend just removing that screw completely, so you don't have that problem again in the issue, like later on. So just completely extract that screw and don't put it back in. And if that fixes your issues, then sweet, you know? Finally, people will go from like 2 RAM to 4 RAM and upgrade to faster, stronger RAM, and everything's right on their motherboard. Their CPU cooler is not too tight. The motherboard's not too, bolts are too tight. So then it could be an issue in your BIOS, and your RAM could not be getting enough power to run all 4. So what I recommend you do then is go to your BIOS, okay? Put only 2 RAM stick in to get it to boot up. Launch it to your BIOS, spam whatever key gets you into the BIOS, and then go to your AI overclock tuner. You're going to change this tuner from auto to XMP1 or XMP2. Try them both. All right, save it, restart the computer, unplug all the power supplies. You don't want any power in. Plug the 2 RAM sticks back in, boot it up again, and if it boots in, then it was just your XMP profile and you'll be fine. These so far, like if you've tried all these and your RAM's still not working, then you probably have a defective RAM stick, and you'll know which one's defective because you'll start putting one in at a time. Just put one in, boot up the PC. If it turns on, that one's fine. Put the other one in, boot up, fine. Put another one in, boot up is fine. Put another one in, boot up is fine. If they all are fine, then it's not a RAM stick problem. Okay. Next, try plugging one in different slots, because if they all work and you plug it into one into a different slot and it doesn't work, then that slot, the DIMM slot on your motherboard, is bad. It's shot. Okay. If that's the case, then you'll just need a whole new motherboard. There's nothing you can really do about that. But if you plug in these RAM one by one, and all of them work but 1, or all of them work but 2, then that RAM is shot and you'll need a new RAM stick. So I hope that this video can help you guys not spend a bunch of money thinking that your computer's completely toast when really it's just a bolt's too tight, or you have one defective RAM stick, or your motherboard RAM slots are bad. Make sure you try all these little things before you jump to the big conclusion. I hope this video helped you guys out. Thank you for watching. It'd be greatly appreciated if you liked and subscribed, because I plan on doing a lot more tech videos to help people out. But yeah.